portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
A significant investment made today for the upgrade of homes in a number of communities across New Providence.
Now, the undertaking by the Urban Renewal Commission won't only help to transform the physical environments in those over-the-hill communities, but create new revenue streams for local contractors.
Andrew Knowles tonight explains how they stand to benefit from the multi-million-dollar initiative, which government intends to keep void of politics.
Anything in this day and time, the way the economy is kind of a little tight, whatever it is a help. And I think the Prime Minister himself knows what he needs to do to touch some people, and that's what he's doing.
Renford Munro was among the 102 contractors receiving mobilization checks Wednesday in Urban Renewal's Small Homes Repair Program. About $360,000 in total was awarded to the first group of contractors to begin working on phase 1 of the project that the government anticipates will create hundreds of jobs.
I'm excited to do it, to work, and I think it's going to bring some sort of employment for young men, because, you know, when you look at some of the situation what's going on in the country with unemployment, I think it's going to be a good little boost. No matter how small it is, but I think it'll help in some way.
The benefits to contractors could be far more reaching. Prime Minister Perry Christie revealed plans to launch a major affordable housing program early next year through a public-private sector partnership.
It will happen. It will be big in its impact, and persons such as yourselves who are seen to do good work at this level will be given contract in those matters.
The government has allocated millions for the Small Home Repairs Program, which is not only set to target inner-city homes, but also homes in the wider community where Bahamians are unable to help themselves. The opposition recently expressed concern about how the money will be distributed, and that's why the Prime Minister said he directed the Urban Renewal Commission's co-chairs to meet with opposition members.
With a view to involving the leader of the opposition in the process of urban renewal and being able to have him see the advantages of urban renewal as it affects not only the most disadvantaged in our community, but people in his constituency as well.
We invited at that time the leader of the opposition and his members to submit to us from the various constituencies and from the wider Bahamas, persons who they thought ought to be impacted by, benefited by, remedied by this program.
The second set of contracts will be awarded next week. Meantime, officials say similar programs will be launched in the Family Islands in the very near future. Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Police in Exuma are investigating a drowning incident which has left a 24-year-old man of New Providence dead. According to reports, sometime after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the victim was attempting to secure a boat at Bell Island when he drowned in rough seas. The victim was taken to the local clinic where he was pronounced dead by the local doctor. Investigations are ongoing. An Abaco teenager is missing tonight. 19-year-old Peter Robert Dawkins Jr. of Murphytown hasn't been seen since Friday. Dawkins was reported missing just before noon Sunday, with relatives explaining that he was last seen leaving home dressed in a white t-shirt and dark jeans. Police say they're aggressively investigating this matter. Anyone with information which may assist police is asked to contact Abaco Police at telephone numbers 367-2560 or 367-3437. You can also call the police emergency numbers or your nearest police station.
Still to come tonight, the battle for Atlantis is on. Major basketball programs start arriving for the big games. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Juanita Swain. CARIFORUM and European Union trade officials recently held a one-day meeting in Grenada where they reaffirmed the two regions' commitment to their close trade and development partnership. The two sides discussed progress it made so far in putting the CARIFORUM EU Economic Partnership Agreement, or EPA, into practice. The EPA aims to promote trade and investment, underpin regional integration, and foster sustainable development. CARIFORUM Senior Representative and Meeting Chair Junior Mahan said the CARIFORUM EU EPA presents a strategy to assist the CARIFORUM grouping to build larger markets, foster trade in goods and services, as well as stimulate investment. In other news, a new company set to open by week's end is looking to make small loan applications a reality for many Bahamians. The Dr. Cash Loan Services says Bahamian workers will have access to loans between $250 to $2,000 to repay over a 6-month period. Managing Director Ian Colebrook said already they've seen over 100 applications come into his offices within the last 2 weeks. He added that it shows that people are in need of the kind of loans that they're offering in the market. The lending service will employ almost a dozen employees when it opens. And in international business news, Reuters is reporting the skeleton of a Diplodocus dinosaur that roamed what is now the United States some 160 million years ago was sold for $651,100 to an unidentified public institution at an auction in Britain. The auctioneer said Misty, as the dinosaur was nicknamed, will later be put on public display. It was found by the two teenage sons of German dinosaur hunter Raymond Albudorfer in a Dana quarry in Wyoming in the United States. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Juanita Swing.